2, 3, taking up space!
In a jaw-dropping revelation shaking up both the tech and entertainment industries, a veteran pilot has accused Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos of faking their heavily publicized trip to space. The pilot claims to have irrefutable evidence suggesting the two never left Earth, casting doubt on what was once celebrated as a groundbreaking moment of celebrity exploration. With a reputation as solid as the planes he flies, the pilot has presented what he describes as undeniable proof to back his allegations. He points to flight logs, radar data, and video recordings that allegedly place him in the same airspace at the exact time the launch was scheduled to occur. Yet, according to him, there was no activity, no liftoff, no rocket trails, no sound. "I was right there in that airspace for hours," he stated firmly. "If something had launched, we would have seen it, heard it, and the radar would have lit up, but it was completely silent." These claims go beyond baseless speculation or internet conspiracy theories, directly challenging the carefully crafted media spectacle that captured global attention. Katy Perry, the world-renowned pop star, and Jeff Bezos, billionaire founder of Blue Origin, seemed like the perfect pair for such a high-profile event. One brought the star power, while the other provided the resources to make it happen. The result was a slick narrative that no one dared to question, until now. The pilot further alleges that no support aircraft or ground teams, which would typically be buzzing with activity during such a mission, were present. The skies were clear, not a single heat signature or any sign of movement, he claimed. "I have the raw video evidence, and it's already been handed over to legal teams and independent investigators." This footage reportedly captures wide-angle views of the sky, complete with timestamps aligning with the supposed launch window. If the pilot's claims hold up, what was originally celebrated as a historic adventure may go down as one of the biggest public deceptions to date. The pilot's own cockpit footage reveals a solitary flight path, no other aircraft, no atmospheric disturbances, and certainly no spacecraft breaking the sound barrier to escape Earth's gravity. If these claims prove accurate, they raise pressing questions. Why stage a space mission? Was it for publicity, financial profit, or some deeper form of manipulation? Perhaps even more concerning, how did so many credible organizations, journalists, and aerospace insiders appear to endorse a trip that, according to this whistleblower, never actually happened? Attention is now turning to the footage released by the Bezos team during the event. Skeptics are pointing out peculiar inconsistencies in the visuals, such as unusual lighting, abrupt camera transitions, and the absence of telemetry data typical of a mission on this scale. Some suggest the footage could have been pre-recorded or digitally fabricated to mimic an authentic spaceflight experience. As for Katy Perry, she has yet to publicly respond to the pilot's allegations. Her social media accounts remain silent, and her team has refused interview requests. Similarly, Jeff Bezos, typically active on social media during major Blue Origin events, has been uncharacteristically quiet. This silence is striking, especially in an era where public figures are quick to defend themselves or provide evidence to counteract accusations. The lack of a direct rebuttal has only fueled further speculation. Media experts are already likening this to previous publicity stunts, but none compare to the magnitude of faking a space mission. If these allegations are proven true, it would mark one of the most significant media scandals in history. The fallout wouldn't just tarnish those directly involved, but also cast doubt on the credibility of media outlets, PR firms, and industry experts who endorsed the event. This controversy extends beyond celebrity gossip. It cuts to the core of how information is controlled, narratives are constructed, and public trust is manipulated through spectacle and confidence. The pilot, adamant that his intentions are not driven by fame or fortune, says he couldn't just sit idly by. "When you know the truth and see everyone else believing a lie, you have to make a choice," he explained. "I chose to speak up. People deserve the truth." He's also hinted at more evidence to come, including additional data, video footage, and possibly even communication logs. If his claims hold up, the world could be on the verge of one of the most significant media revelations in recent history. The aviation industry is already buzzing. Pilots, aerospace engineers, and former industry workers are reportedly analyzing flight data from the launch day. Questions are mounting about discrepancies in the timeline, gaps in air traffic data, and unregistered support flights. At the same time, PR firms and branding experts are preparing for potential fallout. If the pilot's allegations prove to be true, the reputational damage could be devastating. not just for Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos, but for the entire Blue Origin brand. A company that has built its name on innovation and pushing human ambition to new heights could see its credibility crumble. All eyes are now on the unfolding story. The world is waiting for answers, for evidence, and for clarity. Is this pilot a brave whistleblower exposing a cover-up, or just a voice lost in the noise? One thing is certain, this story is far from over. If the pilot's accusations are accurate, the so-called space mission wasn't just a hoax. It was an elaborate performance staged in a Hollywood studio. Standing firm under the growing scrutiny, the pilot has issued an extended statement that directly challenges the narrative. "I was airborne over the exact coordinates where the launch was supposed to have occurred," he said. "I circled the area, checked radar systems, scanned the skies for thermal signatures. There was absolutely nothing there." He's now claiming to have seen behind-the-scenes footage that confirms his suspicions. According to him, Perry and Bezos didn't go to space, but instead filmed the event inside a studio. "It was all Hollywood," he stated. "This isn't speculation. It's a direct accusation that the high-profile space trip was nothing more than a fabricated event, complete with green screens and special effects." The implications of these accusations are colossal, and the story continues to gain momentum. Whether this pilot is uncovering a massive deception or shouting into the void, the truth, or lack thereof will soon come to light. The pilot has reportedly raised concerns about inconsistencies in the widely publicized space trip video. He pointed out shadows that don't match the sun's position in Earth's orbit, audio without the expected delay from real-time space communication, and, most damningly, visual elements that hint at a controlled studio setup. From background blur and lighting to the way their clothing moved, it didn't reflect zero-gravity conditions. It looked like stage rigging and clever editing. As a seasoned aviator with decades of experience and first-hand knowledge of real launches, the pilot declared, "This wasn't one of them." He isn't standing alone anymore. Independent analysts and video forensics experts are now closely examining the footage. Several have already echoed his doubts, pointing to recognizable Hollywood-style effects often used in space-themed productions. As the scrutiny grows, so do the questions. If this was a carefully pre-recorded stunt, what was the motive? What could Perry and Bezos stand to gain by faking a mission? And why attempt such a daring hoax in a digital age where information can be verified and leaked? Almost instantly, public trust is beginning to fracture, and a media frenzy is unfolding. Social media users are flooding platforms with side-by-side comparisons of the alleged space trip and scenes from sci-fi films, asking, did we all just get duped on a global scale? Yet, there has been no official statement from Katy Perry or Jeff Bezos. No rebuttal, no attempt to provide alternative evidence, just a conspicuous and resounding silence. This pilot now finds himself at the heart of one of the most surreal controversies of recent times. His credibility doesn't stem from wild speculation, it comes from his experience. He flew in that airspace. He has the footage, and he wants answers. As the demand for clarity grows louder, one thing is becoming undeniable. If the pilot's claims are true, the Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos space trip wasn't just exaggerated, it was scripted. And the entire world was unknowingly cast as the audience. Reports are emerging that the highly publicized space journey involving Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos might have been staged in a Hollywood studio. The fallout has been swift and intense, with outrage pouring in from the public, space industry insiders, and even former NASA professionals. What was once celebrated as a groundbreaking moment for celebrity involvement in commercial space travel is now being labeled the biggest media deception of the decade. Social media is in chaos. Hashtags like Chummer Spacegate, Warrior Hollywood Hoax, and Katy Jeff Lied are trending worldwide, with millions of people expressing their frustration over the alleged betrayal. Posts and videos from disappointed fans and skeptical observers are spreading like wildfire, with some going as far as to call for legal investigations or even congressional hearings into the partnerships involved in commercial space ventures. You can't just fake a space launch and think the public will stay quiet, one user wrote. This goes beyond celebrity spin, it's outright manipulation. Critics of Bezos, who were already concerned about his growing influence in media and technology, are seizing this scandal as an opportunity to amplify their concerns. This isn't just about pretending to go to space, one commentator stated. This is about trust, transparency, and how far people will go to control the narrative. It's about fabricating a narrative for profit and recognition. It's about deceiving the public to inflate egos and push brands. Blue Origin, the company at the center of this alleged launch, is now facing intense scrutiny. Investors are quietly demanding answers, while rumors within the aerospace community point to growing tension between engineers who are passionate about genuine innovation and executives accused of orchestrating a PR spectacle. According to an anonymous source, there's tension. Many of us didn't even know what was real anymore. If these allegations prove true, the fallout will be significant. Careers could be destroyed, but more importantly, public trust is on the line. Confidence in commercial space travel, a field already plagued by safety concerns and perceptions of exclusivity, risks further erosion. This revelation has sparked outrage among young scientists, STEM educators, and space advocates. This destroys everything we've worked for, said one aerospace educator. Space exploration is meant to embody truth, science, and hope, not manipulation. If celebrities can fake space travel, what kind of message does that send to future generations? Fans are divided. Some loyal Katy Perry followers are demanding transparency, while others are removing her music from playlists and calling for boycotts. Similarly, Jeff Bezos supporters, who once admired his vision for space exploration, are beginning to question if he's just another skilled illusionist. Meanwhile, the pilot at the heart of this controversy is being hailed as a hero by many. Whistleblower organizations are praising his bravery for exposing what others wouldn't dare to. He revealed the truth when no one else would, said one supporter, yet those accused remain silent. No public statements, no denials, no apologies. Just an unsettling quiet that's only fueling the outrage. Journalists and media watchdogs are now reviewing past celebrity space missions, wondering if this is an isolated incident or the tip of a much larger iceberg. Questions are surfacing faster than rockets. Were other space flights real? How many participants may have been part of these staged events? And who's truly controlling the narrative? Pressure is mounting for government intervention. Some politicians are already calling for investigations into public deception, potential misuse of aerospace technology, and unethical manipulation of media. This is no longer just celebrity gossip. It's a cultural awakening. If the pilot's claims are validated and independent investigations confirm the footage was falsified, this could trigger a profound reckoning. Not only would it reveal the extent of the manipulation, but it would also prove that even space, one of humanity's most inspiring frontiers, can be commodified, scripted, and sold like a blockbuster film. The public isn't staying quiet. The backlash has begun. Trust has been shattered, and unless the truth comes to light, the repercussions will only intensify. This story is no longer just about Katy Perry or Jeff Bezos. It's about the broader implications for society and the growing divide between everyday people and the powerful entertainment industrial machine. Stay tuned for more updates, and thanks for watching.